All right, YouTube, have you heard about Sarah Palin's pastor problem? They made such a big deal about Obama's. Is anyone going to pay attention to this? Because I think that we have some serious issues here. The Wasilla Assembly of God, if you hadn't heard of it, that's where she went from the time that she was 12 years old. And the founding pastor was the one that gave her invocation for her governorship in 2002. Pastor Kalins has preached that the critics of President Bush will be banished to hell, questioned whether people that voted for John Kerry in 2004 would be accepted into heaven, and charged that 9/11 terrorist attacks and the war in Iraq were part of a war contending for your faith, and that Jesus operated from the position of war mode. And Sarah Palin herself has said that Iraq is a task from God. And from the sounds of some of these articles, it almost sounds like George Bush's call to the presidency, where he said God had wanted him to be there. When she maintains a friendship with the Wasilla Assembly of God, and she can, goes to various conferences and here or the other. But here are some actual statements that I want you to check out. During the 2004 election season, he praised President Bush's performance during the debate with John Kerry and then offered this message. In his words, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but if you vote for this particular person, I question your salvation. I'm sorry, end quote. Oh my goodness. He also was angered at the treatment of President Bush uh, because of the federal government's handling of Hurricane Katrina. And it says, begin quote, I hate criticism towards the president, he said, because it's like criticism towards the pastor. It's almost like it's not going to get you anywhere, except for hell. That's where it'll get you, end quote. What the hell? What are these people thinking? What do you think about this? They also feel that they're living in the end times and that these are the last days and that's the apocalypse. And he believes that this is his quote, I believe Alaska is one of the refuge states of the last days, and hundreds of thousands of people are going to come to this state and seek refuge, and the church has to be ready to minister to them. What are we going to elect here? Seriously. You need to think about that. I hope that this gets some coverage, and I'd like to see it. What do you think?